It's Max Major, and I'm back here in Washington, D.C. At my home, and getting ready to start rehearsing my new show, Think Again, which premieres on August 1st in Glen Falls, New York. And so today is rehearsal day. Actually, it's night. Rehearsal night. And this is Derek Jasper, by the way. He is my stage manager, helps me backstage, helps me prep for the show, helps me during the show, plays a pretty integral part to everything that happens on stage. There's a lot of work that goes into a production like this, and while I'm sort of the person on stage, it takes a lot to make this happen. I have a director and a playwright and a lighting designer and a set designer and a sound engineer and plenty of hands backstage. Derek helps keep all of those moving pieces on track. So while he's backstage, I'm on stage, and he's the one that actually makes me look good. So we're going to spend a little more time working on the show, and maybe I'll give you guys a sneak peek of some of the things that are going to be part of Think Again. Now it's time to convert my living room into a rehearsal space. Roswell, co-star of Think Again. I actually used him to select all of our audience members. In my old show, I was accused of using like plants or stooges or actors, and so the way that we attack it in the new show is by making sure that every person that comes on stage comes up at random. This is how we do that. He's a sloth! So part of writing this new show was a bit of an exercise, because I took and I threw away everything that I had worked on for the last 20 years and started completely from scratch. My first touring show was called Think, an evening of mind reading and magic. And as I'm getting closer to the launch of my new show, Think Again, see what I did there? I really am thinking that there's a piece from my old show that would fit in the new show, and that feels like a bit of a compromise, because I really wanted everything to be brand new, but at the same time it's a beautiful, beautiful routine. Right now I have a month until the show, and so I kind of need to just decide and move forward, because if I spend another month thinking about it, then I'm not going to be ready. So tonight I'm going to ask you to sort of cast aside your preconceived notions and to open your mind to see what you're really capable of, blah blah blah, and I continue talking and I walk straight onto the stage. And then we set up the premise of the sender and receiver. We do a group hypnosis test, so their fingers go together, I get 3 or 4 people in the audience hypnotized.
Okay.
Hup, spin, and then I come back around. Not gonna happen. And then I run out to the lobby, that's the show. So Derek and I have been talking a little bit about the creative process, and your first show is actually the easiest show because you have your entire life to write it. But once you start over, you have to start from scratch. And so you have roughly 6 months to do the work that you did over the course of your entire year. And so I try to find my inspiration from everyday life. And one of the things I've been looking for in this show is a playful game that everyone knows from their childhood that I can try to beat them at. And so I had this idea, playing paper, rock, that's paper, scissors, on stage. Can't use Spock, that's illegal. We've outlawed that.
No cheating.
Too soon. Alright. And so the idea would be that the entire audience would go 1, 2, 3, shoot at the same time, and then I would hold up a sign, and then I would try to get people to sit down based on the beat. And you actually can't know until you take them on stage whether or not it's going to work. And so this was one of those pieces that seemed like the perfect concept at face value, but then when I tried it on stage with 2,000 college students, not only did I not beat them, but it was like really boring. So the idea would be to play the entire audience in a game of paper, rock, scissors. So anyways, not in the show. It's good, man. Thanks. Okay, here we go. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. So, I've been trying to give you guys a little insight into what goes into rehearsing and preparing for a show. One of the pieces I do in my show now is a stunt where I eat a light bulb. And if I didn't have a bit of an accident with fire eating, I would be apt to do this. However, you guys are nice enough to tune in, and so I figured, why not? Light snack.